The Carolina Panthers are unreasonably sorry, bro. And unfortunately, I am a fan. 1-11 at this current point. And it is easy to just point fingers, you feel me? The easiest person to point to is the recently fired Frank Reich. And understandably so, he was indeed trash. Showed to be highly incompetent from the very start. He really tried to put way too much on his own plate. And clearly he ain't built for that. Easily his biggest sin was trying to force players into his scheme instead of actually building around what he had.
As a coaching staff, we really didn't make it. We weren't trying to put the guys in the best position.
Excuse me, sir? And I'll use Frank Reich's ineptitude to move on to Bryce Young. This organization has already failed him on some extreme levels. I am sick and tired of hearing folks blaming this rookie in an awful situation about how this season has turned out. Now, has he been perfect? Absolutely not. Not by any means. He has his flaws, as any rookie does. He's a leprechaun behind an O-line that has significantly regressed, which a little bit is due to injuries, but I attribute it most to the fact that this staff has them running concepts that do not fit them. These are not finesse linemen. They're bulldozers who get into their rhythms from smacking people in their mouth, and Bryce has been getting pulverized as a result. He's already taken 44 sacks in 12 games. He's surrounded by weapons who almost never get open, and then you compound Bryce's individual mistakes on top of all of that. Now, what really makes Bryce's struggle seem so bad is the MVP level of play from CJ Stroud, the guy that Carolina took Bryce over after trading away a pretty decent amount of draft capital. It looks terrible, I can't admit that, but Bryce himself is one of the things I'm concerned about the least. Scott Fitterer, I ain't forgot about you, my boy, cause he absolutely has blood on his hands. His tenure in Carolina, which I pray to God ends soon, has truly been criminal. Just full of duds. The latest free agent class speaks to that. DJ Chark, he sucks. Miles Sanders, he sucks. I will slightly give him the benefit of the doubt though, because he definitely ain't healthy. He had a groin issue preseason that I still think's been affecting him the whole time cause his burst has been non-existent. Hayden Hurst stopped getting snaps for real after like 3 games and now he has amnesia. Prayers to Hayden Hurst, please go sit down and rest up, bro, please. Adam Thielen was a hit, but he's 57 years old, so it's just like, okay. Then you get the Brian Burns, the pass rusher that you declined multiple first-round picks for, which would really come in handy right now, I ain't gonna lie. But then you proceed to not pay him. So it's like, what? But now, you gotta give him whatever contract he wants, regardless if you think he worth it or not, because you absolutely cannot just let him leave for nothing. Jesus Christ, this organization sucks. These people lied to us, bro. They said the team was a quarterback away from making some real noise. Such astronomical cap. This was an absolute gross misevaluation of talent. And you know, I think all the time, like, how nice would it be to have another great edge rusher like Hassan Reddick? You know what I mean? Or a corner like Stephon Gilmore, who, you know, even though he is a little bit older, he can still get it done. Or offensively, bro, could you imagine having the best running back in the game, dude? Or a #1 receiver like DJ Moore? What about a super versatile weapon like Curtis Samuel who can do everything in the book for you? Man, that'd be splendid. Oh, that's true. They were all here and they all wanted to stay. Lord, that pisses me off. But hold on though, I ain't even got to the true culprit of this abomination we call a sports team. Who we need to be pointing fingers at is this war criminal, David Tepper. Easily one of the worst owners of all time. Cause let's think, who's the one that hired Matt Rule and the offensive-minded Frank Reich in the first place? Sometimes, just having a leader of men that just lets his offensive and defensive coordinators do their jobs is the best way to go. Look at Houston, what D'Amico Ryans has already done for them. Oh, you said Carolina had one of them too, low-key, just last year? True. I really should have known the city was doomed as soon as I heard this foolishness.
The way he's a point guard, how you can use the different players in the field, how you might not have to have as many elite receivers because he's a point guard, right? So he distributes the ball to people with routes. So you can save some money there. You know, we believe we can save money other places because of him and put that money into the defensive side of the ball.
Hey bro, that man is an idiot who's gonna continue to have Bryce Young in hell because he does not know ball. I personally actually think that David Tepper can do no right. And Frank Reich actually tried to give us a little heads up before he got the boot.
There's different philosophies in ownership. You know what I mean? Some owners kind of stay away.
This is a man that instead of hiring football minds and just letting them run the operation, wants to have his hand all in the pot, and he clearly does not know what he's doing. The unfortunate part of it all is that he probably ain't gonna change. Meaning, I don't think anything really gonna change in Carolina. Now, there are a group of core players that I believe are on this roster, the type of guys that you build your offense and defense around. But I'm so close to being on the just trade everybody wave. Get as much capital back as possible and just start over, bro. Cause good God almighty, this team is doomed. Everybody except for Bryce Young and Brian Burns, that is. Bryce because obviously you've just invested a whole lot into him, and the talents that led you to take him first overall are still there. He just needs time to grow, like any regular rookie does. And Brian Burns for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. Those are your two building blocks. Now just try and actually build around them. All in all though, dog, this team actually isn't that bad talent-wise. 1-11 is diabolical. I refuse to believe it. But the people running the show need to go. All of them, except Chris Tabor, who can stay in his special team coordinator's role, and Ejiro Evero as well. He is a wonderful defensive coordinator. But David Tepper, the true villain in all of this, is the main problem. But unfortunately, he ain't going nowhere no time soon. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I didn't. I was pissed the entire time I was making this. Either way though, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Dog, I'ma see y'all in the next one.